Hey you guys, today we're going to be looking at the Sword Legion sync attacks. Sorry this video took so long to come out. I wanted to grind through and get all of the command skills associated with each legion before I made the breakdowns, but with school taking so much of my time, I decided I would just do the sync attacks. If there's enough interest, maybe I'll do a separate series looking into all of the command skills for the different legions. Anyways, let's start the video. Sync attacks are special attacks you can trigger after a combo or doing a certain action such as binding the enemy or doing a perfect dodge. This is indicated by your character having a blue light flash around them. I'll start with each version of the x-baton and then cover the special attacks and actions that trigger the Sword Legion sync attacks. There are quite a few, so if I end up missing one, let me know down in the comments below. The first sync attack we'll be looking at is connected with the ground combo for the baton. Once triggered, the character will crouch and throw the legion forward as it does a rising uppercut. This sync attack is special since you can follow up this attack and continue the combo. The next attack shows the character vaulting off the legion and slamming their baton down into the ground as the legion flips over them and does a two-handed slam. Another burst of light shows you can trigger one last sync attack to end this combo. The character stands up from the ground holding their chain up as they twist under it. The legion jumps into the air before dashing towards the ground and slashing out with both arms. This pushes out a massive burst of energy. Also during this last sync attack, the character slices outwards with their baton right before the legion does their big strike. Next up is the blaster sync attack. While the character shoots a scatter shot, the legion holds its arm outstretched before spinning forward. The legion then crosses its arms as it shoots upwards and slashes outwards. The Gladius' sync attack shows the character and the legion flipping into the air, spinning before slamming down to the ground. The legion stabs their arm into the ground, creating a hole in the ground as energy pours outwards. The character actually does a kick downward towards the ground. The sync attack for the air combo is actually the same for all three variations of the x-baton. This shows the character and legion slicing upwards in opposite directions. Next up are the special attacks and command skills. There are 2 special attacks and 2 command skills. Let's look at the special attacks first. The delay attack is first and is shared by all 3 of the x-baton variations. This shows the character using the chain to throw the legion forward. The legion has an arm outstretched as they dash forward. If you attack after this, you can follow up this sync attack. The character pulls the chain back and around their head, pulling the legion along with it. As the legion rises into the air, they dash forward with an outstretched arm. After this attack, you can trigger another sync attack, which has the legion flying backwards quickly before the character yanks on the chain and throws it forward, causing the legion to do one more piercing attack. The charge attack is next and has a shared sync attack between the baton and the Gladius. The blaster has a different sync attack, which shows the character shooting a scatter shot while the legion does a diagonal slash upwards. The sync attack for the baton and Gladius charge attack shows both the character and the legion thrusting forward together. The baton charge attack carries the character pretty far forward, so when you trigger the sync attack, the character thrusts forward, leaving the legion behind. The first command skill you learn is the assault attack. Each sync attack is different across the x-baton variations. The sync attack for the baton shows the character jumping off the legion and twisting in the air before the legion joins them to do a slamming attack down on the ground. The legion smash cracks the floor. The blaster sync attack shows the character flipping backwards before shooting out 3 shots as the legion dashes forward and slices upwards. This is the same attack the legion does during the ground combo sync attack for the blaster. The legion also does this attack during the Gladius' assault attack. The character though dashes forward and slashes into the air alongside the legion. The second command skill is the spin attack. This is a very long chain of attacks that is triggered by all 3 x-baton variations. The first sync attack shows the character swinging the legion around by the chain. If you attack after this, the character will twist the legion back the other way, and another attack will swing him around one more time. After this, you can trigger another sync attack which shows the character spinning the legion around a total of 3 times before jumping and throwing the legion towards the ground. If you attack during this, you can increase the number of spins to a total of 5 times before the slam. If you stop attacking before the 4th spin, it will end before going on to the 5th one. The last sync attack zooms in to show the character and legion back to back before the legion rises into the air above the character. The legion starts to spin before racing forward. It then slices upwards before landing and slashing out with both arms. Now let's move on to some sync attacks that are not tied to the specific weapons. The first one is tied to the somersault attack, which is an attack you perform on a dazed enemy. The character will throw the legion forward while it slashes upwards. You can trigger another sync attack after this, which shows the character jumping into the air and slamming down with the legion. This is the same attack as the assault attack for the baton, though they are on opposite sides. When performing a chain bind, you can perform a sync attack after you unlock it on the skill tree. The first sync attack is a thrust forward towards the enemy. This is the same attack as the charge sync attack for the baton and Gladius. The next sync attack is a string of slashes from both the character and the legion. You can increase the amount of time you spend slashing if you attack during the sync attack. After this attack, you can trigger yet another sync. The character does a backflip, kicking the enemy into the air as the legion jumps into the air to kick the enemy back towards the ground. If you bind multiple enemies, sometimes the legion and the character will target different enemies. Whichever enemy the character is attacking will be the one the Legion targets for the sync attack. Performing a perfect call will have the Legion counter-attacking the enemy. After unlocking it, you can perform a sync attack that will bind the enemy. This then goes straight into the chain bind sync attacks. After performing a perfect dodge, a sync attack can be unlocked for it, which shows the character throwing the Legion forward as it does a low spinning attack. The Legion also has unique sync attacks associated with its special slash attack. If you do a perfect dodge while in the special stance, you can do a 4-hit attack which shows the character using the chain to spin the Legion around to attack the enemy. The sync attack shows both characters spinning before doing a powerful slash. If you successfully stop an attack with a special slash attack, you can unlock a sync attack that shows the Legion spinning towards the enemy before rising into the air and landing with a double slash. This is the same attack as the end of the spinning sync attack. The only other sync attack I found was not really an attack, but rather a recovery. After being launched by an enemy's attack, you can use your Legion to jump back towards the enemy. And that is all I have for you guys today. Again, I'm sorry this took forever to come out. Depending on how much you guys like this, I may continue this series, but I don't want to take too much time away from my Kingdom Hearts content, so we'll see. Anyways, I'm pretty active on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, and Twitter, so be sure to follow the links in the description below to stay connected. If you want to see some of my other breakdowns, click the cards on screen. Subscribe or share this, and I will see you in the next video.